Yo, what is up, Wolfpack? Wolfsteiner back here with another video, and today we are doing Avengers Endgame reactions. Now, this is the spoiler version. If you guys have not checked out the spoiler-free version, check that out. Unless you guys are just coming here for the spoilers. But I suggest, if you guys haven't watched the movie, I would suggest going to that one. But I did this video for, you know, the people that have already watched the movie, unless you just don't even feel like watching it, you want to know the spoilers for some odd reason. I did this a few days later, so you know, everyone had a chance to watch the movie. I gave everyone that chance and opportunity. So if you guys have not seen the movie, click away, because this is gonna reveal the whole movie pretty much, the ending explained, you know. Just all the spoilers in my review of the whole movie itself. But yeah, let's go and get right into it. So starting off with the movie, it started off very slow, like I mentioned in the other video. It started off with Hawkeye, and he saw his family disappearing and all that. And then this isn't in order because I can't picture it off the top of my head. But and then we saw Thor and the Avengers. They went back and they killed Thanos. Thor just sliced off his head because they found him and he was all weak, and Thanos was looking terrible and all that. So it was a pretty nice start, I guess. Pretty interesting that we thought that was it. Obviously it wasn't, because that was just the start of the movie. And then another part was, you know, Ant-Man. Seeing him come back was really cool. Because we didn't see him in the Avengers Infinity War. So it was cool to see Ant-Man, and I'm pretty sure this is his Avengers debut. So that was pretty cool to see. And basically he was confused because he didn't have any idea of what happened, because he was in this little time machine thing or whatever he was building in the back of that car. Yeah. Then the Avengers, they kind of split up, or Iron Man mostly did. But well, I guess, yeah, all the Avengers split up for a while, for a few years. And you know, half the universe faded away. Iron Man was stuck in space, and then Captain Marvel, which made her Avengers debut as well, she brought Iron Man back to Earth, so that was pretty cool. And basically after all that happened, Ant-Man brought the little time machine or whatever they had. They found it, and they brought it to, like, the Avengers home base, I guess. Their newer one, and they were gonna go back in time or whatever. They had their little suits and everything. I must remind you that this was Nebula, Hulk. Oh yeah, by the way, Hulk was Professor Hulk, so that was actually pretty cool to see. And then we had other guys like Captain America, Iron Man, and you know, people like them. Just the people that survived the main Avengers. So that was pretty cool to see them back together. And Thor, he kind of just gave up and did his own thing. But eventually they found him, and it was a surprise that Thor, he's big, he's fat, he's just a disaster. He had long hair and everything, so he decided to join them after a while. I guess he was living his life once the Avengers broke up and all that stuff. But my thoughts on that was, it was really funny. It was really funny. And I thought towards the end of the movie he was going to, like, change, I guess, like, be his character once again. But no, he stayed like that the whole movie. It's pretty funny. I think it's still funny. But yeah, there's Thor for you guys. Hopefully within the next Marvel movie we see him in, hopefully he's, you know, back to normal and stuff. But I thought it was pretty funny. Nice little gig right there. So they went back in time. That was probably my favorite scenes right there, was when they went back and saw their old selves. I thought that was really great how they did that. It reminds me of Back to the Future Part 2. Yeah. it was really cool there, and basically they got all the Infinity Stones from back then, before Thanos got them at least, and then Nebula was captured and took into Thanos. So we have two Nebulas. So that, in my opinion, that got a little confusing right there. Um, but then jumping back, I think it might have been Captain America's part, but we saw Stanley's cameo right there, and basically he was in a car, and he was all had his hair slicked back and everything, had a little mullet and everything, was driving, and I forgot what he said because the crowd was so loud. The crowd was cheering and everything. No one could hear what he said. We just saw Stanley and everyone just started cheering. So that was awesome to see Stanley. His final appearance, sadly. But I'm really glad we got to see him. So that made my day seeing him right there. But and then we saw Iron Man's dad. It was Iron Man and him, which his dad at the time, because they went back in the past. Iron Man's dad didn't know Tony Stark, of course. So yeah, so it was pretty interesting, and he was saying, "I feel like I know you" and stuff. And eventually, it's his kid. So that was pretty cool to see right there. Saw his dad again. And then Captain America saw his old girlfriend. So that was really cool to see. But yeah, jumping to the good parts, I guess. I guess they fast forward and got all the stones, so they put it in the other gauntlet, and then Thanos ended up getting the gauntlet again, and what happened? There was so much in that scene. It was a lot to remember. Okay, so I guess I skipped like one of the main parts was when they were all fighting. So you have the Avengers, that are current, that were alive at the time, taking on like Thanos and Nebula and Gamora. So that was interesting to see Gamora. She was playing heel because this was still years before Thanos had the gauntlet and everything. So yeah, we got to see heel Gamora again, and of course Nebula. So it was them, and then out of nowhere, Doctor Strange got his little circles and everything coming in, and here is all the Avengers, because they were brought back because this was back in the past. So we have all the Avengers and everything. So it was everyone. That was probably the best scene in every Marvel movie ever. It was honestly amazing. But it's just like a giant just horde of all these, almost all. I think we did see some people that we saw Howard the Duck. That was a little Easter egg. I don't know if you guys saw that. We saw Howard the Duck right there. So that was really cool to see. He had it was a glimpse. It was a little Easter egg. I'm sure you guys can find a video on that. I didn't even notice it until today, actually. I was watching some reviews, some Easter eggs from Marvel, the Endgame movie, so we saw them. We saw all the past Avengers, everyone came back that died or faded away, and we saw Tony Stark and Spider-Man back together, so that was awesome. That was a good moment right there. Spider-Man, he hugged him, and it was really good. So you got all these people teaming up against Thanos and them, and it was amazing. That was an amazing battle right there. Thanos had his little minions and everything. So it was absolutely incredible. That was probably the best Marvel scene I've ever seen in my life. Probably movie scene I've ever seen in my life. So it was just so much to take in. I'm still processing it, and it's been like a week since I've seen it. So it's incredible. No, that's been less than a week because I saw it Thursday. But yeah, so you have all these people team up against Thanos. They defeat all of his mutants or whatever you want to call them, his little army. And then Thanos gets the gauntlet again, and he snaps this time. And we thought this was it, but Iron Man saves the day, and he, I guess, built his own little gauntlet, and as he went around, I guess somehow the Infinity Stones transferred to his own gauntlet. So I didn't catch that. And then he goes, "I am Iron Man," and then snaps, and then bam, all the bad people, they fade away. Even Thanos fades away, and the crowd went wild when that happened, and that was amazing. And then, sadly, to the very sad part, oh my god, everyone was crying. Iron Man, the snap was so powerful that he did not survive, and sadly, Iron Man died. Oh, I must remind you, I didn't even mention this, that Black Widow died too, because when you have to get the stone when you throw someone off the cliff or whatever, I forgot what it's called, beside Red Skull. It was basically Hawkeye and Black Widow trying to fight, because they wanted to sacrifice their own selves, but in the end, Black Widow sadly died, so that's another death we saw. But jumping back, Iron Man sadly dies, and then after that, it jumps to the funeral of Iron Man, and it was just, those last scenes were incredible too. It was really sad, and we saw some characters there. We saw the little kid that played in Iron Man 3. You know, it was incredible. That was an incredible scene right there, his funeral. Everyone was crying. I'll admit I had a few tears here and there. And yeah. And then we had a little projector screen of him saying "I love you 3000" to his daughter, his new daughter. I don't think I mentioned that yet. But if you guys have seen the movie, you guys get the whole rundown. So I'm not trying to add every single detail in the movie, or this video is gonna be long. It's long already. Yeah, that when he said that on the little projecting hologram of Iron Man, that got me right there. That hit me hard. And then we ended the scene with Captain America. He was old because his younger self decided to stay back in time with his old girlfriend, so it ended with them dancing together, and that was absolutely incredible. An excellent ending. And then, yeah, Falcon looks like he's going to do the honors to be the new Captain America, so I can't wait for that. Yeah. I'm really interested in seeing what this new Black Widow movie is, because I believe the new Black Widow movie either comes out next year or the year after. But since she's dead, I don't know what we're gonna do for that. So that'll be interesting to see. And we have some other upcoming Marvel movies. We have Doctor Strange 2, and we have Black Panther 2. So those are the upcoming Marvel movies within the next couple years. And we have Guardians of the Galaxy 3, most likely in 2021. But yeah, I'll probably make a video of upcoming Marvel movies after. I may or may not. But yeah, that movie was absolutely incredible. Ended on a perfect scene. That it's like a new chapter for the Avengers. I don't think we're gonna be seeing a new Avengers within the next couple of years, which is very sad because I want a new one already. I don't want it to end like this. I don't want to wait so many years again. Even though we only had to wait a year, so that wasn't too long. But yeah, I can't wait to see what Marvel has planned for us. But the movie, I give it a 10 out of 10. Probably one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. Definitely my favorite Marvel movie of all time. But yeah, that's going to do it for my reactions video. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe for more. But yeah, I see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Too soon.